Scam number 1. Whole life insurance sold as an investment. Someone in a suit just told you whole life insurance is a smart investment. You pay premiums, build cash value, and get a death benefit. Sounds like you're covering all the bases, right? You're getting scammed. Whole life insurance isn't an investment. It's an expensive insurance policy wrapped in investment marketing, and the person selling it to you is making a massive commission, sometimes 50% to 100% of your first year's premium. Here's what's actually happening. You're paying $500 a month. Maybe $100 goes to actual insurance. The rest? Fees, commissions, and administrative costs. Your cash value grows at maybe 2 to 3% annually, while the market average is 10%. You could buy term life insurance for $50 a month and invest the other $450 in an index fund. Over 30 years, that's the difference between $200,000 in cash value and over $1 million in investment returns. The math destroys the pitch every time, but they don't show you the math. They show you projections and use words like tax-advantaged and guaranteed. Here's the reality. The only person getting wealthy from your whole life policy is the person who sold it to you. Scam number 2. Multi-level marketing as a business opportunity. They told you it's not a pyramid scheme. It's network marketing. You're building a business. You're an entrepreneur now. No, you're not. You're the customer pretending to be the business owner. Here's what nobody tells you. In MLMs, the real product isn't what you're selling. It's you. The company makes money when you buy inventory, pay for starter kits, attend conferences, and recruit others to do the same. The statistics are brutal. The FTC found that 99% of MLM participants lose money. Not break even, lose money. The average MLM participant earns less than $3,000 per year before expenses. After expenses, most are in the red. But here's where it gets predatory. They sell you the dream while making you pay for it. You buy inventory you can't sell. You harass friends and family. You're told failure means you didn't work hard enough. The truth is messier than the Instagram posts suggest. The people at the top making money, they got in early and built massive downlines. You're not getting in early. You're the downline. You're the product. If a business opportunity requires you to buy products before you can sell them and recruit others to do the same, you're not joining a business. You're funding someone else's income stream. Scam number 3. Payday loans and cash advance apps. You need $300 to cover rent. Payday is in 2 weeks. The app says you can borrow it now and pay it back with a small fee. Seems reasonable when you're desperate. That small fee is financial poison. Here's what's actually happening. That $15 fee on a $300 loan for 2 weeks. That's an APR of 391%. Not 15%, not even 39%. Credit cards are predatory at 25% APR. This is 15 times worse, and it gets uglier. Most people can't pay it back in 2 weeks, so they roll it over, pay another fee, then another. That $300 loan becomes $500 in debt within 2 months because you're trapped in a cycle where you're paying fees but never touching the principal. The reality is harsher. These companies target people in financial distress. They know you can't pay it back on time. That's the business model. Keep you trapped in the cycle, bleeding fees every 2 weeks. Banks won't give you a loan at 391% APR because it's unconscionable. But these apps rebrand it as a cash advance with a small fee, and suddenly it's legal. If you're considering a payday loan, you're in a financial emergency. The loan doesn't solve the emergency. It makes it permanent. Scam number 4. Timeshares. You're on vacation. You sit through a 90-minute presentation for a free meal and hotel upgrade. They show you luxury condos, flexible vacation weeks, and the investment potential of owning a timeshare. You sign the contract. You just made the worst financial decision of your life. Here's what nobody tells you. Timeshares have almost zero resale value. You'll pay $20,000 up front, then $1,000 plus in annual maintenance fees that increase every year. Forever. You can't sell it. The resale market is flooded with people desperate to unload theirs, often for $1 or even paying someone to take it off their hands. The math tells a different story. That $20,000 up front plus $1,000 per year in fees for 20 years, that's $40,000. You could have taken 20 amazing vacations anywhere you wanted for that price, stayed in nicer places, and kept your flexibility. But here's where it gets predatory. The maintenance fees never end. Even if you try to give it away, many timeshare companies won't let you out of the contract. You're locked in. Your heirs might inherit the debt. The reality is different. Timeshares are designed to trap you in perpetual payments disguised as vacation ownership. You're not buying an asset. You're buying an obligation you can't escape. Scam number 5, extended warranties. You just bought a $500 laptop. The salesperson offers a 3-year extended warranty for $150. They tell you laptops break all the time, repairs are expensive, and this gives you peace of mind. You're paying $150 for something that costs the company maybe $20 to provide. Here's what's actually happening. Extended warranties are almost pure profit for retailers. They're betting you won't use it, and statistically, you won't. Consumer Reports found that most people spend more on extended warranties than they ever get back in repairs. And when you do file a claim, it's often denied due to fine print exclusions you didn't read. The truth is harsher. If the product is likely to break, the manufacturer's warranty should cover it. If it's unlikely to break, you don't need the extended warranty. Either way, you're wasting money. And here's the part they don't mention. That $150 extended warranty has so many exclusions, accidental damage, liquid damage, cosmetic damage, that most real-world failures aren't covered anyway. You're better off saving that $150 and self-insuring. If it breaks outside the manufacturer's warranty, you pay for the repair. If it doesn't, you keep the money. Over a lifetime of purchases, you'll come out way ahead. Scam number 6. Forex/crypto trading courses promising guaranteed returns. Someone on Instagram is posting screenshots of their trades. They turned $500 into $50,000 in 3 months. They're offering a course for $2,000 that teaches you their proven system. You're about to pay $2,000 to learn how to lose money. Here's what's actually happening. If they had a system that consistently generated those returns, they wouldn't be selling courses. They'd be billionaires using their own system. But here's the problem with that logic. The real money isn't in trading. It's in selling courses to people who think they can get rich trading. The screenshots are fake or cherry-picked. The testimonials are bought or fabricated. The system is basic technical analysis you could learn for free on YouTube. The reality is different. 90% of retail Forex traders lose money. Crypto is even worse. These courses don't improve your odds. They just drain $2,000 from your account before the market drains the rest. And when you inevitably lose money following their system, they'll tell you that you didn't follow it correctly. You lacked discipline. You need the advanced course for another $5,000. If someone is selling guaranteed returns, they're guaranteeing their profit, not yours. Scam number 7. Financial advisors, who are really salespeople. You meet with a financial advisor. They're professional, knowledgeable, and seem genuinely interested in helping you build wealth. They recommend specific funds and insurance products that are perfect for your situation. They're not advisors, they're commissioned salespeople. Here's what nobody tells you. Many financial advisors aren't fiduciaries. That means they're not legally required to act in your best interest. They can recommend products that pay them higher commissions even if better options exist. That mutual fund they recommended, it has a 5% front-load fee and a 1.5% annual expense ratio. That means 5% of your money disappears immediately and you're paying 1.5% every year, regardless of performance. An index fund would cost you 0.03% annually with no load fees, but they don't get a commission for recommending index funds. The math is brutal. On a $100,000 investment over 30 years, that extra 1.5% in fees costs you over $150,000 in lost returns. They made a $5,000 commission. You lost $150,000. Here's the reality. If your advisor is pushing specific products, especially insurance or high-fee funds, they're not advising you. They're selling to you. Find a fee-only fiduciary who charges a flat rate or percentage of assets. They make money when you make money, not when you buy their products. Scam number 8. Credit repair services. Your credit score is 550. A company promises they can boost it to 700 plus in 90 days for $1,000. They'll dispute errors, remove negative items, and leverage insider tactics to clean up your report. You're paying $1,000 for something you can do yourself for free. Here's what's actually happening. Credit repair companies dispute everything on your report, accurate or not. They flood the credit bureaus with disputes hoping something gets removed due to bureaucratic error. But here's the problem. Anything that's accurate won't be removed. And if it's inaccurate, you can dispute it yourself for free through annualcreditreport.com. The truth is messier. These companies can't do anything you can't do. They're just charging you $1,000 to file disputes you could file in 30 minutes. And when the disputes fail, because the negative items are accurate, they'll tell you they need more time and charge you another monthly fee. The reality is harsher. The only way to fix bad credit is time and better financial behavior. Pay your bills on time. Reduce your credit utilization. Wait for negative items to age off your report. 7 years for most items, 10 for bankruptcies. There's no shortcut. Anyone selling you one is selling you a fantasy while taking your money. Scam number 9. Rent-to-own schemes. You can't afford the $1,200 for a new couch, but you can afford $50 a week. The rent-to-own store says you can take it home today and own it in 2 years. You're about to pay $5,200 for a $1,200 couch. Here's what's actually happening. Rent-to-own isn't renting. It's a loan with an interest rate that would make a loan shark blush. That $50 per week for 2 years is $5,200 total. You're paying 333% more than the cash price. The effective APR on this deal is over 100%. And if you miss a payment, they repossess the couch. You lose everything you paid and have nothing to show for it. The math tells a different story. If you saved $50 per week for 6 months, you'd have $1,300, enough to buy the couch outright. Instead, you're paying $5,200 over 2 years for the privilege of having it now. But here's where it gets predatory. These stores target low-income neighborhoods. They know their customers don't have savings. They're banking on desperation and the psychological appeal of low weekly payments. The reality is different. Rent-to-own is a poverty trap. It keeps you paying more for less while preventing you from building savings. If you can't afford to buy something outright, you definitely can't afford to rent to own it. Scam number 10. Investment seminars, charging thousands for basic info. A charismatic speaker promises to teach you the secrets of real estate investing, stock trading, or building passive income. The seminar costs $3,000. They show testimonials of people who changed their lives with this information. You're about to pay $3,000 for information available for free online. Here's what's actually happening. These seminars are designed to upsell you. The $3,000 seminar teaches you basic concepts, then pushes you into a $25,000 mentorship program or $50,000 done-for-you service. The real money isn't in teaching you to invest. It's in getting you to invest in their products. The truth is harsher. Everything they're teaching is available for free. Books, YouTube, podcasts, blogs. You're paying thousands for packaging and motivation, not information. And the testimonials? Often paid actors or the rare success story out of thousands of failures. Survivorship bias makes it look like the system works when the vast majority of attendees never make their money back. Here's the reality. If the system worked as well as they claim, they wouldn't need to sell seminars. They'd be too busy using it to get rich themselves. Real education doesn't require high-pressure sales tactics, scarcity urgency, or testimonials from students you can't verify. If someone's selling you financial freedom for $3,000, they're the only one getting financially free.